This evening, we heartily welcome Sister Hemlata, who is very kind, loving, and easy-natured, who's been with Baba for the past 45 years and serving as an area coordinator of Caribbean since 37 years. So she is one of our old jewels. So once again, we welcome Sister Hemlata. She's going to share today on the topic of becoming conqueror of attachment. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. It is my great pleasure to share this topic with giving some of my personal experiences. It is a very big topic. This is the final goal of all of us. Conqueror of attachment. In 18 chapters of Gita, the last part of the Gita, last sentence we can say, is conqueror of attachment and being aware of my own self. Smriti labda nashto moha. It is very much related to our original quality, which is called love. We all have experienced in our life at this present moment godly love, which we never experienced before in this life as well as in the whole cycle. It is something very special because all relationship is based on love. Although we say we give the unconditional love to everyone, of course the unconditional love, but there is always something attached to the love, some speciality attached to the love, which makes the relationship different. You will have the love for the child, and you will have the love for a brother. You will have the love for the husband, but the quality of that love in different relationship will be different. For example, the love for the child, add the word commitment. You're committed to the child. That means whatever you are using, your mind, body, wealth, whatever you are using, child come first, and then you. It is not like in the aircraft when the oxygen mask fall, and they say first you have to take care of yourself and then the child. It is not like that. It is first the child and then yourself. The love of the brother will not be the same as love of the husband, because in one there is a love of protection, which is brother. Another one is a love of loyalty, that is faithfulness. Not faith, but faithfulness. So love is the one basic word for all of us, but in different relationship, different words of speciality comes. And on the basis of that, someone can say, oh, this could be your brother, or this could be your husband, or this could be your child, or this could be your friend, or this could be your mother, or something or other we can know about it. Like the love of the father towards the child is a selfless love. Selfless love is love in which the father wants to see the child progress more than the self. In all relationship, when somebody progress, sometimes there could be little bit of jealousy, the trace of jealousy or more jealousy. But in relationship of the father to the child, there is nothing like jealousy. The father always wants to see the child develop or progress more than the father. And that is what we, at this present time, with Baba, we experience all this relationship and all this experience which we get. As many times in Baba's Murli, Baba says Baba's love is so selfless. Father's love is so selfless that he make us double worship worthy. In the form of Shiva Linga we are worshipped, and in the form of the deities we are worshipped. He become the master of the one world, but he make us master of the three worlds. So many different ways Baba gives us this feeling that how he is our pure and selfless father. And so the mother, with a lot of love, pure love. Mother's love is a pure love. What is the purity in the mother's love? The purity in the mother's love is called healing. Purity in the mother's love is comforting. Purity in mother's love is forgetting that pain and sorrow. If you observe the little children playing together and you see the children are hitting each other in play and they get hit, they start crying. And mother, when hold a child, comfort the child, the same child starts feeling that love and comfort, and the tears turn into the pearls of happiness, the smile on the face. And the same child will go back again to play with the same children. You know, big people can't do that. But the children can do, because that pure love of the mother was, gave the feeling of forgetting and forgiving, which we may not able to do immediately. Maybe when you practice a little bit or when you're very much elevated, you can do it. So Baba's love in the different ways are teaching these qualities. As we drive our car on the road, we like to see that we don't hit each other. In the same way, when we have the pure original love coming from God, coming from Baba, and sharing with others, then life becomes easy. But sometimes we imbalance. One time I was sitting in the class with Dadi Guljar, and she said, if you have love for everyone, of course different quality, different level, but if you have love for everyone, that is love. But if you limit the love to a particular person or particular thing, then it becomes the attachment, which we call, in other word, is an emotional dependency. We are struggling in this physical world to be independent physically, financially, but very few people maybe are free or independent emotionally. So attachment is having the attraction towards someone, and this is based on, at this present time, at the confluence age, this is based on our past. We meet each other, out of some time we meet each other. And we have the feelings, beside Baba's feeling which we have, sometime all of a sudden a feeling of like or dislike towards the beings, even if you meet a stranger you never met, and you feel the feeling of like. You sometimes feel that you like this person, and sometimes you feel that you dislike this person. You can't stand with this person and you want to move away from this person. So all this is, of course, in the whole cycle, the part which we had been playing. Sometimes we feel that, okay, we are perfect now. And all of a sudden you don't know. You cannot claim that you have become perfect till the end. Because somebody will appear in front of you and you can have some karmic account with that person, and you will start having that feeling of attraction. Baba is talking about familiarity is a starting, but what I was feeling, and one day I was reading the Murli, means we all read Murli in a different way, and all of a sudden a point was touched. And the point which was touched was the attachment. Basis of attachment is desire to be loved and be respected. How many of us are there who don't have desire to be loved and respected? Most of us, we feel that everyone must love us, everyone must respect us. And sometimes some people, they spend the whole of their life in order to achieve this, that respect or that love. And that is a basic, weakness which we all have, which brings us into some kind of bondage. And Baba is now saying that you are love. If we are love, we don't even have to love ourselves. Sometimes if you don't love yourself, you will not love anybody else. You don't even have to love yourself, you are love. And once you are love, then the energy is flowing from you, of course is coming from Baba, and flowing from you to others. And once the energy is flowing from us, from others, then it is a pure love. There's nothing like attachment in it. There's no fear in it. There's no control in it. There's no feeling in it. There's no sensitivity. There's nothing to tolerate in it. But even if you see something wrong in somebody or some weakness in somebody, you will not get affected by the weakness. But if you have attachment or emotional dependency, which start with the getting impressed, then where your sustenance comes from, wherever you're attached to. Although we say, okay, in the path of devotion, we were devotee of the deities or prophet soul or guru or someone we were. But after coming to Baba's knowledge, and if we become dependent, emotionally dependent on somebody, we are just as a devotee as before. There's no difference. Because that person become our God. And all the things which we're doing, our routine, and so sometimes it is imbalance. Because that person, we give the priority, we go out of the way to that person. So being impressed, being influenced, being impressed, being influenced, being controlled, all that is a science, we can say, of the attachment. And sometimes it happens when we are living together and some attachment could be created. There is a point where we can call the real attachment. Means we see the sign of attachment from the beginning. That is what is called familiarity, that we like to spend more time with that person. We like to be in the company of the person. We exchange. We also feel in this attachment that we will be together in the golden age. Because our sanskars are so similar, our qualities are so similar. So maybe I am attracted to this person because maybe in the future, in the golden age maybe, we could be very close relation with each other. But actually this feeling which we get, that we will be close, we are together, we have similarity, is not based on the future, but it is based on past. It is not based on future, but it is based on past. The similarity, whatever it is a past karmic account which make us feel this way. And after coming to Baba's knowledge, one had to recognize there is only one creator, that is Baba. And everyone is creation of Baba. And if we take one point in our mind, that we cannot attach to creation, but we had to sustain creation. We had to give that energy to our creation, but not attach to the creation. We can appreciate the creation. We can see the qualities which can be used for Baba's service, but we cannot depend on that person. And once we depend on the person, then it becomes like a puppet. And we don't want to be puppet. We had been, in the past, we all have so much experience before coming to Baba's knowledge. And some of the people have after coming to Baba's knowledge also. And now is the time that we had to remove this. Attachment, we can say, is a craving. You feel that you want, for the food, you feel it, you want to eat this one, or you want to use this one, you want to do this one. In the same way, you develop the craving towards the person, and that is a point where actually, in Baba's knowledge, we say, we die alive. But when the craving for that person appears, then that is called living death. You are living, but you are like a dead. You are not enjoying anything. This sister, you have the problem of the sound? Somebody, you want more sound? It's okay? So it is like you don't enjoy although you are living with the person, but you are not enjoying the company of the person with whom you are attached to. And that is where the problem comes. In attachment, you want to please others, and after some time you lose your own identity. Don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what is my role. Things like that comes in, and that kind of craving and attachment create fear in our life. And it creates so much fear that it develops fear, sometimes end up in the depression, sometimes it end up in some mental condition, emotional condition of the mind. So all that we end up. And fear is a very low energy. One who lives with the fear is living with a very low energy in which you cannot have your own power of discrimination and judgment. Every time you want to have somebody to advise you, nothing is wrong that if you have somebody who can advise, but the dependency on that is not the best. Of course, now we are not completely independent. We are dependent on Baba, or Baba's instrument, whatever we call as balance of Nirakar and Sakar. So first of all, in order to conquer this attachment, attraction and dependency on someone, I feel that we must be able to have the balance of self, service, and the maryadas. When you get attached, you break the maryadas. Break the maryadas in the sense, sometimes you will imbalance your timings, because you are paying more attention to that person. You're going out of the way to that person. And sometimes you spend more time than you're supposed to spend the time with that person. Things like that. So first of all, we had to pay attention to the maryadas. Once we pay attention to the maryadas, we can be, 50% could be saved. No matter what it is, accuracy in meditation, Amrit Vela meditation, the class time meditation, or whatever whole day routine which we have, what time we had to sleep, what time we had to wake up. All those things are very, very important. One day we were sitting with Dadi Prakashmani, and we were just discussing. We were sharing a lot of service point with her, and she was also sharing some points. And we were asking questions, some of the teachers, and we were asking question, what should we make effort? What more effort we must make? Because effort that doesn't have any end. And she said, if you can keep the routine of the day accurately. And after that, I really practically see in myself that accuracy is so important, and it is dependent on our stage. Sometimes even we can make excuse for so many things, but when our mind is thinking something else, our speed of work, speed of the walking, speed of getting ready, speed of everything start getting slow. Just like that, it gets slow. And what we are thinking, wherever we are attached to, wherever our mind is attached, then that is what comes in our mind, whether the person, whether the activity, whether the responsibility, whatever it is, when we start thinking, our process start getting slow. When we have enthusiasm and happiness in us, everything become accurate. Sometimes you get ready before even time. So I feel that one of the very important part of it is to keep our maryadas and routine accurate. Means these are just some of the physical tips which we can think. And when we say, people say that, I am not attached to the person, but person is attached to me. What to do with that person? But attachment actually is not one side. Whether physically you are responding or mentally you are responding, whatever it is never one side. It has to be two sides. And if it is two sides, that means one had to make effort. You cannot depend on anybody else to make effort, but you have to make effort on your own self. And that is important. Many people who are very popular, there are many fans of those people. You know, they don't even know about it. Many actors, many sportsmen, cricketers, football people, many people in the whole world, they love. They are fans of those people. And these people don't even know about it. But how we respond to everything, that is what respond means. We react or we act on it. That is what is important for all of us. So it is never one side. Attachment, once you say attachment, is not one side. If it is love, then people could love you. People can be fan of you. But you may be responding, like your response is more like a sustenance, not like a dependency on others. You're not looking for dependency. If you are a very good person and you are a very good singer, you sing and people praise you. Okay, you sing very well. And you feel very happy about it. Oh, people like it. But if the people did not respond to much of praise, but one of the person from the audience, very silent person who just watching you, and he said, I want you to come to this program which we have. And can you sing there? Which one you feel the best? Praising means both are good, but praising on the spot, and somebody will say, come and do another chance. You get another chance. I feel that is one which will be better one than this one. Because this is just a temporary happiness which you get. So it is the work on our own attachment. When we come out from the Lokik, means I was a Kumari, but I was the last child, and there was so much attachment between me and my mother. Not many other relationship, but that attachment was great. Every time I would come to the center, or I would come to the Madhuban, when I'm first question they will ask me, when I'm going to surrender. Because most of the people who are encouraged in Baba's service as a teachers is Kumaris, because they don't have any kind of physical commitment. So they expect us to be Baba's child. That used to be a real obstacle. And all the time I would make excuse. This is this. I had to take care of my mother. Nobody is taking care of the mother. She's in Brahmin, so I had to cook the food for her in case if she gets sick. Otherwise, she will not get the Brahmin food. So I had to, if anything happened, I am the one who had to take care. So many different things happen. And yet, Baba's love, and our Dadi's love, our senior sister's love, is the one which can make the difference. My mother was so attached. Attached means attached and concerned so much. Like in India, like a girl's child is not allowed to go too many places by themselves. And I have taken the study of the university, and I used to sometimes reach very late. We did not have our own transport to say, okay, somebody dropping me in the car and bringing me in the car. We had to take the public transport. And sometimes public transport is very late. When I was and we used to live very little bit inside the road. It's about 5 minutes walking distance from the main road, or maybe a smaller road. So she would come and wait for sometime an hour or 2 hours and sometime 3 hours on the roadside, standing to bring me inside. And those days you do not have no cell phone or no other communication to say, okay, this is the time I'm going to reach. There was no certainty of the time. And that was this kind of attachment. And I used to feel how long this will going to go. This is not ending. This is painful. But she used to make her duty to come out. And both of us came in Baba's knowledge. And after I came in Baba's knowledge and she came in Baba's knowledge, one day, out of that inspiration, whatever prerna she got from Baba, she said, "You are Baba's child. I am not coming anymore to pick you up or stand up on the road. Baba will be coming with you and you will be coming with Baba." And it is such a magic that she just left. You could imagine that when you put yourself in Baba's hand, and she put me in Baba's hand, in the sense, and she never came again, and I would walk alone. Physically, I would walk alone, but because of Baba's knowledge, I say, Baba is with me. And it happened that sometime I would reach 11 o'clock and 12 o'clock in night. Few times it happened, but nothing. It was such a protection, such a good feeling, and that is what Adis nowadays, and I think we had to hold on to Baba in all situations. Since Baba's Murli, Baba says, just say Baba and everything is going to be okay. Many situations I have seen that as soon as you say Baba, you are the one who had to do some solution, some thoughts, some new things emerging, and then you say, thank you. So Baba and thank, Baba and thanks. These are the two things which is there. We are not alone actually. Sometimes, about 2-3 days ago, somebody asked me a question, how you can feel Baba in your company, I say, Baba is in the company, like in physical way, when you are walking with somebody, either the person is on the right side of you or the left side of you. Sometimes the person may be little front, sometimes the person may be little back, Sometimes we see Baba from above, his rays or his sakas just coming with us. And sometimes he's walking like with me, with us. Right side, left side, front, back. Sometimes he say, okay, follow me. Sometimes he say, you go front, I will going to support you. I'm a backbone for you. So to experience this at all time can remove the attachment with everything else. Attachment, removing attachment or conquering attachment does not mean we don't remember somebody, you don't appreciate somebody, you do not see the qualities of somebody. It is not like that. You will remember the person, but you will not remember the person as you're remembering as a dependency. Remembrance is of two types. One time is that you're taking the energy, and one is you're giving the energy. If you want to test yourself, whether they are remembering you or you remembering that person. Sometimes it happens that somebody come in your mind, all of a sudden. It could be based on your attachment towards others. It is based on other person attachment towards you. If other person attachment is towards you, and that person is in some need, the person who that person will remember is the one who they recognize or they can identify with. If that person is remembering you, that person will come in our mind. But if you have the pure love towards that person, then you will wish that person, wherever that person is, that Baba's blessing. Even the person is in difficulty, let the difficulty finish. Let some person get energy or whatever it is, and you will forget it. It will not going to linger you. After 10 minutes, if that person comes, the same thing will happen. But you will able to get detached from the person very easily. But if your attachment towards is there, then that will be continuously remembering the person. Continuously, in some way or other way. You can feel that it's not letting go. Your remembrance is not letting go. But they are the one of them in the whole world that we appreciate and we remember that person. One of the physical thing, one of the person came to the center and I said, why don't you come some Sundays and some Thursdays? Because she used to come lunchtime. Because lunchtime she has a time, so she would come lunchtime. I said, sometime you can come on the... You say, I cannot come because I have a teenager daughter in home. I cannot leave. I wish that daughter could get married and then I can come, I can be free. Because she was not in the knowledge, so she got married. And I said, now you have the time to come. And she said, I never realized how much attachment I have with that person. And now I am so attached to the person that mentally I have not left. So what yuktis you can give me? In attachment, you feel that you want to call that person. I suggest that if you want to start, means we all, in some way or other way, if you want to work on anything, some people have less and some people have more, want to less, we had to start communicating, even for the 8 days. If in emergency, you can communicate. You don't take initiative. Communicate means you don't take initiative of this, an initiative of that, an initiative of that. And if that person come in your mind, then what you do is you connect yourself with a mental. Whatever you wanted to tell through the telephone or by meeting, now you do with a mental telephone. You just say in your mind, but not physically communicate. Just for 1 week and see how it works. And then it happens that when you have mental communication, it will reach. And that person will call you, for example. And if that person call you, then you have to be very loving to that person. Sometimes when you're fighting with something and somebody disturb you, you react in a way. Not react, but in a short way, whatever solution, whatever the person wanted to say something, whatever, even if the person says some email, just say hello, okay, Baba's blessing, and that's it. If you don't respond, then they will get very upset. But from your side, you don't take initiative. Physical initiative, but mentally, in case if it affect you or if you want to communicate and if you can do mental communication, for 1 week you can experience this or you can try this, and then you will see that slowly things will start changing. And of course, good wishes, which Baba talked about, is such a powerful thing that one can change the whole karmic account. We all were in some bondage or other bondage before we come to Baba's knowledge. And means time we come to now, Don't you think that your bondages have broken? How many of you feel that your bondage is not broken? Lot of our bondage of the attachment has broken. Hmm? We did not even think that one day we are going to reach to Madhuban. I never even think that I will be able to reach Madhuban. Type of bondages, type of things, Somebody asked me, do you want to go for teacher training in Madhuban? I will spend all the money for you. I said, no way. I don't think I could go. From there to reach to this level is free from bondages. And all that has happened because of Baba's love. So love is the one which brings, along with the love, some kind of discipline we had to keep in our mind. Some type of discipline, and discipline, main discipline is to keep our maryadas, keep our routine, and don't take initiative from your side. You're not killing anybody or anything. You're not, withdrawing actually, but you're just not taking physical initiative for time being, and you see how it works. For me, it worked. In some areas or other areas it worked. And it just disappeared. And still we have relationship. Relationship means good feeling and good relationship. And if there is anything, the good wishes is always good to do. And good wishes is not based on any desire. It should not be based on any desire. I must not have the good wishes for someone to change that person. Sometimes we feel that that person is a trouble or that person has a certain strong sanskar. So I'm sending the good wishes for that person to calm down. I want that person to change. Good wishes is also not just to remove the obstacles. Of course, obstacle is the initiative then. It becomes the means of giving good wishes, or it is the starting point of good wishes. But I am not there to remove anybody's obstacle, including my own obstacles. But Baba is the one who had to do it. So even if somebody say, okay, I have this problem, can you send the Akash? Yeah, sure, why not? And we start, that become the means for us, that become some method to do that. And then you tell Baba, whatever is best, you will know. And we just send a Sakash to that person, but not for that particular thing only, but we send a Sakash for anything. So we're not changing through the good wishes, but what we are doing, the good wishes, is we are neutrally, in a neutral way, we are sending the good wishes that something good, something extraordinary, something very special, something very magical should happen in the life of this person. And if that good wishes is from the heart, that you really want to wish that person, not in words, it has to be from the heart. That is why many people, they say, I can forgive such and such person, but I can't forgive this person, because still something is there in your mind, the hurt which person has given to you. That hurt, although we know that nobody can give us the hurt if you don't take it. And yet you keep it on saying that, and good wishes is that when you actually forgive that person completely, not even have the feeling that that person has made a mistake of giving the hurt or giving the trouble or creating the problem or obstacle for your opportunity. Anything, just neutrally you're giving the good wishes, and if 1% of the good wishes work, you will see the magic. The person will feel the magic. People means we all know that the final goal of all of us. But if the people just feel, today the person come and they say, Sister, so and so person was not talking to me, and today I see that person come and talk to me. That is a great thing for in their life. There's something magical has taken place in the life of the person. So it's not a very big thing they've identified, but the small, small things we all identify in our life. The small, small things happens. And those small, small things brings a great joy in our life. And that great joy is the one which take care of our negative part of it. Few days, one or two opportunity we got to meet our Dadi, means in general also, in some smaller group also we met. And I was just seeing what Dadi was doing, And one of the experience she gave was a very beautiful experience she gave. Was means our one of the sister, Shivani, Shivani? She do the ZTV program, and many of Indian people, they see the program, and others also. It's a worldwide thing that many people get attracted towards that program. And she said that this time when she saw her in Ahmedabad, she called her especially. And she looked at her, means everyone of us know that she is, through her, lot of services taking place. But she called her and she put her in front of her, at the side of her actually, which she did not want to even sit side of her, but she put her in the side. And she looked at this, and she said she asked question to the people, everyone in front of her, what is the speciality of why the people are, so much attracted towards you? And somebody said that when she speak and when the people ask a question, that answer which comes from her mouth touch the heart of many people. And she was asking her, who is giving you this power? And she said, this Baba who is giving the power. And she was just feeling that which advanced party soul she could be, who could be worldwide instrument in some area or other area. And she said, she gave lot and lot of drishti. Lot and lot of drishti to her. That means whatever somebody is doing, like she was not seeing anything else. It means all of us may be having the good qualities, and some fault may be because of that we become popular. Sometimes people criticize also. But she was just looking at those qualities. On the basis of those qualities, she was giving that strength and that courage and that reward, we can say. And not only with her, I think she was looking at all of us with the same drishti, same vision, whatever the souls have, the speciality. And she was now working only on that, like not lingering on the weakness of the someone. And I think if we can take that, this was my touching point with her so far. In this, that we all can see the Baba says, okay, always see the good quality, not to see the weakness. And now I find that by seeing this example and many other, I feel that when we start looking at only these good qualities and forget about it, Baba will take care of everything else. We don't have to become the judge. Because if somebody do anything, first thing come in our mind is this person is wrong. Means wrong in the sense we know that person is under the influence of something, either anger, attachment, ego, or whatever it is. So first thought comes is, this person is wrong. Second thought is, this person must realize. This person must be punished. We don't have nothing to do with that. That is taken care by the nature, that is taken care by law of nature, law of God, law of whatever it is. Who am I to say that this person is wrong or right? Who am I to say, feel that this person should realize? If you feel that that person should realize and come back to you, you could be waiting for the rest of the life with no result. Only thing which we had to realize is how to not to get affected and then continue to give the good wishes to the soul so that that person automatically feel the joyful. And joy is the one which joy and happiness and love will automatically remove our weaknesses. We all have seen in our own practical example that love of Baba, the peace we experience, happiness we experience, joy we experience is what which is taking care of our weaknesses. Not pondering on the weakness or looking at our own weakness or looking at anybody else's weakness will going to cause a change anything. So we had to be just pure in our nature to help ourselves and help others. Sometimes some people, this is just, you're not seeing the good quality, you're seeing the weakness. Why you're seeing the weakness? Can't you appreciate some good qualities and then give us the strength so that we can remove all those things? Sometimes some people, they comment on those things also. So with these few words, I say Om Shanti and wish every one of us, including myself, that let us be free from all type of dependency and attachment. And let us remain in the company of Baba at all time. And give this check the record that how much we remember Baba and how much we experience the real company of Baba. Yeah. Om Shanti. It's time for this meditation now. I think we'll have this practice of remembering Baba and feeling Baba is with us. Front, back, side, up, down. Sometimes you are in the lap of Baba, sometimes Baba is in your lap too. Whatever way, whatever relationship, but just feel that we are combined.